Hey, Dan, what do you kind of need to do to kind of get your offense to be a little more productive this game?
You make shots. Going back and watching the film, we probably got great looks at probably 8 or 9 threes, close to the line, ball touch the paint, or rhythm threes, off some type of transition or dribble penetration. Obviously losing a guy like Adama that we throw the ball into and impose his will on the paint. It makes it more important that we make shots. But again, we had 5 down 1 with like a minute 20 to go. I think we took 5 shots within the span of 11 seconds to wrestle the lead back. I got to go out there and I think too many guys have put too much pressure on themselves. I think players got to go out there, relax, go attack the game, and have fun and go after the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you talked the other day about Tyrese was pushing hard for the weekend. Any chance that he sees the court tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, he practiced today. Obviously, it was his first time out there where he did a little bit of everything. So we'll see how the injury responds on the overnight. See how he feels. Like shoot around tomorrow. Unless there's a setback with this, the game time for tomorrow, and and again, if there's no setback, if you can't go tomorrow, I'd be shocked if he's not in the conference opener. The way it's progressing.
Sure. Shreyas?
Hey, Dan. One question I had was with Hawkins, he tends to get very into the games, very passionate. He has that kind of mentality, like, when he gets down sometimes when he's out there in the court. West Virginia, first true road game, he was kind of, I think, a little disappointed with telling him and what have, been telling him on the court and after game, and what do you expect out of him day-to-day?
Yeah, my conversations with him have been, you're going to be a great, great player. You're going to be the next in this long line of wings that have played here that have done amazing things. The reality is we've a handful of games into his freshman year, and we're relying on him right now with the injuries more than probably fair to ask of a young guy. But this is part of every successful person's story. There's struggles, there's failure. You learn, you grow, you develop, you achieve greatness. That's what's ahead for him. Will it be tomorrow? I hope so. Not tomorrow. Coming for him.
Dave Burgess?
And obviously, Lofton's been out the last couple of games for them, and I know he's pushing to play tomorrow, and we'll see. But does that affect your preparation at all, or in terms of scouting, looking at them, or does that not affect how you prepare for tomorrow's game?
I think you obviously prepare both ways. I think we've prepared for him to play. I don't know that. Obviously, it has a big effect on any team. Anytime you lose, first team, all conference level players or potential, best guard in the league type, affects them and affects us. What we're both dealing with. But they're a really mature team. top 20 according to Ken Palm in the country in terms of experience. The number of guys in the starting lineup, I think they're 22, 23-year-old men. And so we've got a couple of those guys, but then we also have some freshmen and sophomores. So I think for them, it's he's obviously a huge piece, but they've got such mature, older, seasoned guys in Shuni and Attaway, Welsh, Holmes. Guys are really, really good and really, really mature. And they've played in just about every type of situation in their career.
Wayne, Norman?
Dan, with two of your top three rebounders out, have you been satisfied with the way your team has rebounded during that stretch?
No, I thought we were at least on the. I think we were Wayne probably making it exclusive to the defensive glass, because from an offensive rebounding standpoint, I think there's not many teams in the country that get on the offensive glass like us. Even with the injuries, we're making multiple efforts there, but defensive glass, we've struggled across the board, and we've done the rebounding drills, we've emphasized it, but we've struggled, and I don't love the way our front court has not defensive rebounded the ball very well. Andre Jackson, Tyrese are probably the only two guys I think were happy with their work on the defensive glass.
Dave, do you have another one?
Yeah, I know obviously Osonyi is a great shot blocker, and what else makes them so difficult, so tough defensively? The way they've played this year for most of their games, with a couple of exceptions. What do they show you that it's tough defensively for them?
Yeah, I mean his movement. His guy's so fluid, and he's fast, and he's quick. He's got tremendous length. He gets up the court quickly. He understands his identity, and he plays to it. He's good in ball screen defense, because again, he can lead his feet. And then as a shot blocker at the rim, there's not many better, if any. So I got a tremendous team, and he's obviously a huge part of it.
And Dan, I guess I'll just ask, unlikely Sanogo tomorrow, is that too soon for him, I guess, probably?
Yeah, Tyrese is definitely ahead of him. Adama is making progress. He's kind of ramping up some things in terms of his movement. It's just one of those things that you've got to be really, really careful, because you just don't want it to be a lingering thing. We want to get him back and then keep him in the lineup. But yeah, he's holding out hope that he's got a shot in the Providence game. But we'll know more probably middle of next week.
Anybody else have any questions? Go ahead, Kevin. Gav, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Dan, this being the last non-conference game, any added importance with wanting to, add it to your resume before you go into the Big East with this game?
Yeah, I think with the situation we're in right now, obviously coming off the loss, dealing with what we're dealing with in terms of losing the key guys. I think our mindset in this one is just focus on try to put us in a position like we were in the West Virginia game, give ourselves a chance to win the game late. just really just focusing on trying to get guys like Jordan and Sampson, and Andre, who are three relatively inexperienced college players who are going to play major minutes for us, get them ready to play against a really old, mature, really good team. And again, try to put ourselves back in position late, to get what would be, this would be obviously a great win for us. If we're able to put ourselves in position to get it. And that's all we're thinking about.